At 24, Ramy looked like someone who had already lived a long, exhausting life. His eyes were always heavy, his shoulders always low, and his mind never quiet. He wasn't a dreamer, he was a worrier. Every morning, before his feet touched the floor, the thoughts had already started running. What if I fail in life? What if I never become successful? What if I make the wrong decision? What if my past mistakes destroy my future? And at night, when the world went silent, his mind became louder. He replayed old memories, the exam he failed, the friend who betrayed him, the risk he never took. Then he would imagine the future, a future where he struggled, a future where people judged him, a future where nothing went right. Because of this, Ramy was always tired, not physically but mentally. Even sitting still, doing nothing, he felt exhausted. His friends noticed that, "Bro, you're always lost. Why are you so serious all the time?" But Ramy didn't know how to explain it. How do you explain a storm that no one else can see? One day, after a long and stressful week, Ramy decided to walk outside the city. He needed fresh air. He needed silence. He needed something. He walked without direction. The city noise faded, wind, birds, open sky. Then he reached a small village. And there, under a big old tree, sat an old man. Not rich, not powerful. Nothing extraordinary except for his face. It was peaceful, completely peaceful. He sat watching the sky with a soft smile. Ramy stopped. He didn't know why, but something about that man made him curious. The old man looked at him and smiled. "You look tired," he said gently. Ramy gave a weak smile. I am sit.rnyim. Y sat beside him. For a few moments, silence. But strangely, it wasn't uncomfortable. It was calm. Then the old man asked, "Tell me what is making you so tired?" Ramy hesitated. Then something inside him broke. He talked about his past, his mistakes, his fears, his worries about the future. He spoke for a long time. And the old man just listened, without interrupting, without judging. When Ramy finally stopped, he felt a little lighter but still confused. The old man looked at him and asked a simple question. "Tell me all these things you are worried about. Can you solve all of them right now?" Ramy thought for a moment. "No, not all of them." The old man nodded. "Then why are you carrying them all at once?" He picked up a small stone from the ground and placed it in Ramy's hand. "Hold this." Ramy held it. "Is it heavy?" "No." "Now hold it for 1 minute." Ramy waited. "Now imagine holding it for 1 hour." Ramy nodded. "It will start to feel heavy. And if you hold it for a whole day?" Ramy understood. "It will feel very heavy even though it's small." The old man smiled. "Exactly. The problem is not the weight of the stone. The problem is how long you hold it. Your worries are like this stone," the old man continued. "Thinking about them for a moment is normal. But holding them all day, all night, that's what makes you tired." Ramy took a deep breath. "But how do I stop thinking?" The old man looked at the sky. "You don't stop thinking. You learn when to let go." He pointed toward a nearby river. They walked together. The old man picked up a dry leaf and placed it on the water. "Watch." The leaf floated away with the current. "Life is like this river," the old man said. "Some things are in your control, like where you step. But many things are not like how the water flows. Ramy watched the leaf disappear. "Now tell me," the old man said, "if you try to stop the river with your hands, what will happen?" Ramy smiled slightly. "It's impossible." "Exactly. And yet you are trying to control everything. Your past, your future, other people, outcomes, everything." Ramy lowered his gaze. The old man's voice became softer. "Listen carefully. This is very important. If you can solve a problem, then there is no need to worry. Just take action. And if you cannot solve a problem, then there is still no need to worry, because worrying will not solve it." Ramy looked up. Those words hit him deeply. "You are suffering," the old man said, "not because life is hard, but because you are fighting things you cannot control." Ramy asked quietly, "But what about my past?" "I made mistakes." "Big ones?" The old man smiled. "Let me tell you a small story. Once, a man was walking while carrying a heavy bag of stones. Someone asked him, 'Why are you carrying this?' He said, 'These stones represent my past mistakes. I carry them so I never forget.'" The old man paused, but the truth is he didn't become wiser. He only became weaker. Ramy's eyes widened slightly. "Your past is a lesson," the old man said gently, "not a life sentence. Learn from it and then put it down." Ramy felt his chest lighten for the first time in a long time. "And what about the future?" he asked. The old man smiled again. "The future is like the sky. You can see it, but you cannot hold it. You can prepare for it, but you cannot control it." He took a deep breath. Most people destroy their present worrying about a future that hasn't even arrived. Then the old man gave him a simple example. When you eat food, do you think about next week's meals? Ramy shook his head. "No. You focus on the meal in front of you." "Then why don't you treat life the same way? Why are you trying to live your whole life in one day?" Ramy smiled slightly. That question changed something. They walked back to the tree. The sun was setting. The sky turned golden. The old man closed his eyes and took a deep, peaceful breath. Ramy watched him. No tension, no worry, no rush. Just peace. "How are you always so calm?" Ramy asked. The old man opened his eyes. "I trust life," he said simply. "I do my best in what I can control, and I let go of what I cannot. I don't fight the river. I flow with it." Ramy stayed silent. Those words felt powerful. "Doesn't that make you careless?" Ramy asked. The old man shook his head. "No. It makes me free." For the first time in years, Ramy's mind felt quiet. Not completely empty, but lighter. The old man stood up slowly. "It's getting late." Ramy stood too. "Thank you," he said sincerely. The old man smiled. "Remember, life becomes simple when you stop making it complicated. And sometimes the best thing you can do is just let it happen." Ramy walked back toward the city. Something felt different. His problems were still there. His past was still there. His future was still uncertain, but his perspective had changed. That night, when he lay in bed, his mind started to think again. But this time, he asked himself a simple question. Can I solve this right now? If yes, he planned action. If no, he let it go. Day by day, the weight started to lift. He started enjoying small moments, the morning sun, a simple meal, a real conversation. His life didn't magically become perfect, but it became peaceful, And sometimes that is even more powerful. Because in the end, life is not about controlling everything. It's about understanding what you can control and having the courage to let go of the rest. This simple lesson changed Ramy's life. And honestly, this story helped me too. Maybe it can help you as well. If you know someone who is always stressed, always overthinking, always tired for no reason, share this story with them. And if you want more tales that not only improve your heart, but also your English, make sure to subscribe to Tales by Hasiba. Don't forget to watch our previous story. Everything happens for a reason. Until next time, take a deep breath and put the stone down.